Hello everyone, this is Zephyr with your ASI Wear support team, and in this video I'm going to teach you how to add medications to the system. That way you can add them to any client within the system at any given time. So to add medications, we can actually add them in a couple locations, but I'm going to show you the best way to add it first, and then we'll look at the other ways as well. So to add medications, what we're going to do is we're going to go to the table maintenance page that I'm on now. And you can get there by going to Administrative, System Administrator, and then Table Maintenance. Once you are on this page, what you'll want to do is you'll want to scroll down. And on the left-hand side, you'll see Medications. This will be in between Residents, Additional Fields, and User Review Level. When I click Medications, it will take me to this page you see here, which will be the Medication Lookup page. As you can see, there's a start date, end date, description, and the side effects to the medication. The start date is when you want to start using this medication. If you put in today's date, from that day on you will be able to use this medication in the system. If you put a future date, you won't be able to use it until that time. You can also backdate it if you like. The end date will end the medication on the date that you put it in. It will no longer be able to be used, but it will preserve the records of this medication that's already been used in the system. The description is where you put the name of the medication. And the side effects, and what we typically do is we go to WebMD or a similar website and we look up the medication and we copy the side effects and we paste them in here. And we'll actually take a look at how the side effects come into play in the system and where they pull to. And then on the right hand side you have the option to save and delete. Now we never recommend deleting a medication unless it's one you know that hasn't been used, or it's a duplicate. Now the save button is there in case you spelled it wrong, or you didn't put the side effects, or the start date's wrong, or anything like that. You just click the save next to the exact medication you want to save. But to add a new medication, what we're going to do is we're going to come here on the start date side. We're going to put in today's date. We're not going to do an end date, obviously. And then we're going to do the description. For this one, we'll just add Zoloft. And I've already actually copied the side effects for this, so I'm just going to paste them in here. As you can see, it is in here. And then I'm going to click the Add button. As you can see, when I click the Add button, the page will refresh, and then we can see my new addition right here at the bottom of the screen. So now I can either click Return, or I can go find a client in the system, and then I can look to see if my medication is now there. So now when I click on medications here, right here on the left hand or the bottom of the screen, I can now add my new medication for Zoloft right here. I'll say it was prescribed on today's date. Date of next review will be, let's say, next year. It isn't an end date because it is an active medication. And I'll just put the test doctor's name here. So I'll click the Add New button. And as you can see now, Zoloft has been added to this client. And then I can click the Details button. And here's where those side effects come into play. So we can actually see the side effects right here from the screen. Now, the other place where we can add a new medication is on the medications page itself. With those with the appropriate security level, what they can do is they can actually click this New button right here. Now, if you don't have the appropriate security level, this New button will not appear. So when I click New, I can actually type in the name of the medication. So for this one, we'll just go with hydrocodone. And then I can actually start filling out the rest of everything. And we can also say it was prescribed today as well. Date of the next review, again, we'll just go with a year. Same doctor. And then we'll just click Add New. So what you'll see now is that hydrocodone has been added and all the information is here. Now, what we want to do, if we want to add the side effects, because the new button will not give you the option for the side effects or to change the dates or anything like that when it becomes available. It will automatically use today's date as the availability and the start date. As you can see, none of the side effects pulled because none were added. So if we actually go back, come back to the table maintenance page, scroll down, and on the left hand side, go to medications. We can see that hydrocodone was added here. The start date of today's date, and the side effects are blank. So here I'm just going to type some, and then we can just click save. And then those side effects will become available on that detail screen. Now the side effects are totally optional. We just like to have them in there, and it's an easy place for people to see what could be the possible side effects for the client on this medication. And this will conclude how to add medications into the system.